Okay, good morning, guys. You should have gone to Dashboard and Thompson Language Arts, and if Read 180 is there at the top, then you are in the right spot. And then you only have two choices, or three up and to the left, and I need you to click on Modules. So I've already clicked there, and find September 2nd, okay? And you are going to do all these things in order, but first, okay, your agenda for today is a check-in, study guide review, practice Kahoot, and then a little wrap-up. Your objectives for today are I can review vocabulary and readings from the workshop, and how I'm going to be successful is by answering questions in a study guide and studying the vocabulary and participating in a Kahoot. So that's your goal for today. So first thing is the check-in, and right underneath September 2nd, you'll notice it says it right here. You'll just click on that, okay? And then there is a little link you just click on, and it asks you all these questions just to check in to see how you're doing and if you have any questions about the quiz this week, or anything that we've done. So fill that in for me. Once you fill it in, you simply just need to click this next button right down here, and you'll see that there is a study guide. So in order to make this bigger, that is really small to type in. So don't forget, you can always click right here to make it bigger, and whatever you type in here will transfer back to your Canvas. So what I've done first is I have given you the words that we've learned so far in the workshop, along with the definition that you would see on the quiz, just so there's not any confusion. I think a great way to study is to make flashcards. So if you want to make flashcards using this, by all means, go for it. I have also created this Quizlet. All you simply have to do is take your cursor and click on it, and then it brings up the link. I think this is also, automatically has flashcards for you, so you can study those words on their flashcards, or you can play a game to make sure you understand the definitions. So that's the first thing. If you scroll down on this study guide, okay, there are 7 questions. We've really only read 2 things in class. And if you're like, I have no clue what you're talking about, well, if you go back to the modules, the 27th, the 28th, and the 31st, then you should be, I was going to go back, but I won't go back there. You can look at the dates. They're in order, and you can read those things. I have even put an audio on there. I've read it to you. So if you want to go back and read it with me so that you understand and can answer these questions, by all means do that, okay? But this is what the study guide will look like. So you'll just type your answer in these boxes right there. When you are done with the study guide, you're going to click, well, don't click submit yet. You want to go to next, because this Kahoot is not your typical competition Kahoot. It is student paced, so it tests to see what you know. So you're going to click on this, and this Kahoot will come up, and a box will show up here in just a minute right here. It says you can enter your nickname, but just so I can see who has been on, if you could put your real name, I would really appreciate that. So what this is going to do is going to take you through these study guide questions, okay, to see if you answered them correctly. And if you did, go on to the next question on Kahoot. If you see that you got the answer wrong, you need to go back to your study guide and put in the correct answer, okay? It's up to you to do that. So this Kahoot is going to basically grade you. If we were in class, I would go over the answers with you, but the Kahoot is going to provide those answers to make sure they are correct, because you don't want to study something that has incorrect answers on it. It just doesn't make any sense to do that. So step 1, check in. Step 2, finish the study guide. Step 3, do the Kahoot and put any correct answers in that you got wrong on the first try. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go back to the study guide in Canvas. On here, you only have the share button option, and I don't want you sharing it with me. I want you to go back into Canvas, and I don't have one on mine, but you should see a blue submit button right here, okay, where my cursor is making like a square, and I want you to click submit. You are getting easy points today just for completing the study guide, and that is all you'll need to do today, okay? So after the check-in, okay, I want you to go here too. There's a question on Pear Deck, because this slideshow is also in your modules. I want you to tell me, how are you doing? I want you to drag your cursor to one side or the other. Maybe you're in the middle, but this is also going to give me an indication of where you're at with the vocab and what we've read so far, okay? I also want to let you know, normally my Kahoot is from 11:15 to 11:45, but I am going to use that for nonfiction because what they're doing is a little different than what you guys are doing. On today's Kahoot, if you get on at 11:45 and use my password Thompson, we'll do a little review study there so we're not just staring at each other. So tomorrow's Kahoot is going to be, well, not Kahoot, Google Meet will be reviewing the Kahoot, going over some vocab and things like that, okay? Don't forget your vocab quizzes Thursday and Friday. Again, you can study on Quizlet or the Kahoot itself. You can play that as many times as you'd like. And I hope to see you at 11:45 to answer any questions or to go over any concepts and study together. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you later.